keep the secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Now, today we're going to be looking at my best lockdown build. I think this is the best lockdown build on the game. I'm going to be rocking with this lockdown build at the beginning of 2K23. Now, if anything changes, obviously, I will drop an updated video. But for the most part, from everything that I've known, I've obviously been playing this game for a past couple months. I think this is going to be the build that you want to rock with. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. But before we do that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I've been double uploading, triple uploading every day. If you appreciate that type of grind, all I ask is just drop your a like, all right? And subscribe, okay? Now, anyway, so we're gonna go shooting guard with this. It doesn't really matter what position you do, small forward or point guard, but I decided to go shooting guard because this is what this build is. It's a 2 guard. And then obviously it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed. And of course, jersey number doesn't matter at all also. Now, there's been a lot of debate about whether you should go 6'5" or 6'6", but I decided to go 6'5". And again, there's always going to be a debate about that, but I went 6'5", and again, if there's any type of information that comes out afterwards, I'll let y'all know. But in my humble opinion, 6'5", 175 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan is going to be the wave. So that's what I decided to go with. All right, now let's look at the finishing portion. And obviously with a lockdown, finishing is not going to be the priority of this build, but as you know, you can't make these demigod builds this year. You're not able to get all these categories at your typical lockdowns that you might expect from 22. So on this side, what I wanted to do, I wasn't trying to get no comp layups. I wasn't trying to get any of that. I just wanted to have decent layup, right? And a decent dunk. Obviously, I might adjust this a little bit more depending on if there's an animation that I need to get when the game comes out. So if I do get basic layups at 70, I'll go 70. And of course, if it's a driving dunk that requires me to have a 75, I'll go 75, right? But for the most part, I'm not trying to get no contact dunks. I'm not trying to waste attributes in finishing. So I'm gonna stay just the way it is or go lower, right? I'm not trying to go higher on that. Again, so the badges that you see right here, I'm not even worrying about that. Lockdowns, we just cut back door, get an easy layup or easy standing dunk. We're not trying to dunk on nobody. We're not trying to do none of that, okay? So that's why I'm just cool with where I'm at here, all right? Now, when it comes to shooting, yes, this is going to be very critical. I've been asking myself over and over again, is an 81 good enough? And I think it is. The way that I play and the way that most spot ups are going to be occupied, since Claymore, corner specialist, and catch and shoot are going to be the most important shooting badges in my opinion, I was okay with just this number, 70 of a 16 shooting badge points, and with just an 81 3-ball, with the hope that corner specialist, Claymore, and catch and shoot is going to be enough. Now, I want to recommend this for a guard, but for my personal opinion, you definitely want to be 80 or higher. I decided to go 81. So again, it's your call here. If you want to go a little bit higher, you can, but that's the reason why I'm comfortable with 81. And of course, free throw, because at an 81, because I feel like that is going to be the sweet spot again, man, just for shooting free throws in the rec and pro-am. So now looking at playmaking, again, you're not making demigod builds. You're not able to get these crazy amount of playmaking either. So to me, the most important thing that you need to worry about here is playmaking is just having a 70 pass accuracy. Now, again, primary ball handlers, I recommend 85. Now, if I could go a little bit higher with this, I would. But again, I'm limited to what I can get because I have to get my defense and physicals to a certain aspect. So that's the reason why 70 is a good one to go with. No, you're not going to be dribbling. You're just going to be a spot up build and then cut back door because, again, you have to be specialized and you're not able to get everything. But I know for a fact I need my lockdown to play great defense and shoot and be able to pass. So that's the reason why the build is the way it is. Again, here, only thing I'm gonna need is just bailout, really. So I got that tier 3 bailout on bronze. That's all I'm really shooting for. Everything else doesn't really matter in my opinion. Now let's look at the defense, okay? I had to max out so much. I tried to get as much as I could because I needed a lot of defensive badges, right? Because the tier 3 badges are so expensive. So with the 32 badge points, it's still not enough, and we're gonna talk about that when we go to the actual badge points, but I have a lot. I wanted to make sure I had a 99 perimeter defense and a 99 steal, because again, that is something that I take pride in, and I just wanna have those. I just wanna walk around with a build that has 99 perimeter defense, and we all know perimeter defense is attached to lateral quickness. So 99 perimeter defense and lateral quickness with a 99 steal, I think that is just going to be scary on the court. And then, of course, I maxed out my block as far as I could, my offensive, defensive rebound, not because I actually need those things, but it's because I just needed total badge points, okay? So that's where it's always going to be the issue at when it comes to tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 badges. You just got to get a lot of attributes up to get some really, really good badges. And then we're going to look at the physicals. When it comes to the physicals, I wanted my acceleration to be as high as it possibly can. So a 95 acceleration and then a 90 speed. Now, the reason why I'm cool with that 90 speed, again, because I'm really focused on my perimeter defense and lateral quickness. So the lateral quickness and my acceleration is really going to be the big thing this year. Whereas beforehand, the speed was very important because obviously people left-righted a lot and it felt like you were chasing behind, holding R2 chasing. But I don't think that's going to be the issue this year. It's going to be more of a realistic type basketball. So you can get used to being really compact and close and up close and personal with your your offensive ball handler. So I wouldn't necessarily stress that much on my speed. So 90 speed is good enough. Of course, I got the stamina at 90. My strength is a 49. What I'd like to get higher, I'm still trying to debate about that, right? I know for an offensive player, trying to get bullied is going to be a big thing, but on the defensive side, I'm still trying to figure out, as a perimeter player that's going to guard a lot of quick, smaller guards, is the strength going to be important this year? And then when it comes to the badges, I'm going to go with enhanced jump shots and extreme clamps. Now, I only have glass take and lock as an option, but I'm cool with that because all I really care about is just my lockdown badges. Now, some people might want to have the shooting, so you'll have to adjust the build accordingly to get the shooting, but it's so hard to try to get everything that you want. But in this aspect, I'm perfectly fine and 100% comfortable with extreme enhanced jump shots and extreme clamps as my 2 takeovers. And then here you have it, my nephews and nieces, the build that comes out to be called, and also the shades of. It's actually pretty straight, man. You got Joe Dumars, you got Bane, and then I don't know how Cade Cunningham got in that, but yeah, it's still pretty fire. I am a 3-and-D 2 guard, right? So I like the name, I'm rocking with it, and I'm 100% satisfied. And now let's get this build to 99 overall real quick. As we get here, let's max them all out to 99, and then now we gotta talk about these badges, all right? So with just 9 badge points, this is what I decided to go with. I just got the Giant Slayer, I got Aerial Wizard to catch lobs, Master on bronze. There's not, Fearless Finisher, Acrobat. I just try to get as many as I can. When you only have 9 badge points, you're not getting any tier 3, but again, this build is not going to be finishing at the basket like that. It just needs to be doing backdoor lobs or just a simple layup or a dunk. Nothing flashy here. We ain't trying to get contact, so I'm 100% satisfied with the badges that I'm able to get here. Now, with my 18 shooting, I'm actually pretty happy here. So as you can see, I have my corner specialist and Claymore and catch and shoot all on gold, which I think is pretty dope. I even got Green Machine on silver. I have guard up, which I think is gonna be a good build. Even have clutch shooter, and then of course comeback kid. I think all these are gonna be dope. And then even on a low, I think Slithery Finisher is gonna be pretty dope for back doors and off ball screens. So I like this whole setup here. And again, I repeat, spot ups are gonna have a really good builds because they don't have to have as many shooting badges, because all the badges they need are not gonna be in tier 3. They're gonna be tier 1 and 2. So they're not gonna cost as many points. So that's gonna be a massive W there. And then when it comes to playmaking, of course I want to get my bell out. And then I ended up getting Dimer just on silver, and then going with Needle Threader. And of course, Vice Grip, I think that on bronze is going to be something that everybody's probably going to want to get, because that's immediately getting a rebound and not having to worry about getting ripped, or getting a loose ball and worrying about getting ripped. So I think that's going to be a good badge to have. So again, 100% satisfied there. And I even made my Dimer as my core badge, right? Just to be able to get the other ones. Because you probably always want to get a core badge in every section, regardless of how many points you have, because it just makes sense because you're able to get additional badges. And last but not least, this is going to be what I'm looking at as far as all these badges that I can get on defense. Now, my Challenger badge, I made my core badge, and of course I had to complete the challenge to get that, but it did save me 8 points. I got Hall of Fame clamps, and I got Hall of Fame glove. I was even able to get interceptor on silver. I got ankle braces because I know ankle breakers are going to be really big. So ankle braces on gold should be dope. I got pick dodger on silver, and I got chase down artist just for the animation. I think I would probably want to get rebound chaser on bronze for the animation because I do have defensive and offensive rebounding. But the way that this works, I'm not able to do that. But once again, I'm thinking there has to be a way to get more additional badges. Either it's going to be like picking a college and getting badge points that way like it was in 22. Maybe Chris Brinkley or something like that, workout or whatever is going to give me badges. Or you might just have to wait until hitting 39 in the season to get one badge. So I'm not sure, but I'm thinking there got to be other ways to get badges in that, right? But anyway, this is your favorite old head Uncle Demi. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, just make sure you drop a like. You subscribe to the channel, and as usual, your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon. Another banger, you know. When I say I'll be back soon, another banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.